Holy crap, we're here. A little bit late, but hey, it's Thursday night. I'm in the studio hanging out with Tony. You guys aren't what's going on? Nobody's here. Where are you guys? I don't know. They'll be here soon. I feel it. All right, well, I'm glad that whoever is joining us is hanging out with us tonight. We were happy to be here. Glad to be hanging out. Hey, how's it going? Shall we start with that? Oh, here we go. People are here. They're here.
I'm paddling the shit show.
Paddling up the river in the shit show.
Fuck technology, god damn it.
Yeah, I mean, but we're here. Roxanne says, I'm here. She's here. She's first. She's here. We have other... dropping stuff.
What are you doing?
You know, my thing. Just doing my thing. But thank you guys for joining us. We're glad that you're here hanging out with us. We are a little bit late, but we are here. Have no fear. Crazy week. Lots of really cool stuff to cover this week. Also, of course, we will go through whatever you guys are saying in the chat the best that we can. It has been picking up quite a bit, so we might not be able to keep up with everybody. So please be patient with us. We are very thankful for that, though. That's awesome. We're happy that that has been happening, that we've had a lot of people hanging out with us and joining us, because we love doing what we do. And Thursday night is one of our favorite nights, actually. We've got a lot, like I said, a lot of cool stuff to talk about this week. But shout out to all of you, though, for joining us, hanging out with us, being here on Twitch and on YouTube. Also, a shout out to SolidStateRadio.net.
Solid State.
Over there at the Lyric Mall. We thank you, Sean and Adam, for everything that you do. If you guys have not had a chance to check out SolidStateRadio.net, they are on Facebook. They have a lot of different podcasts that they put out. So if you get a chance, please go over there. Check them out. Like their page. Support them. And, what's going on?
I want to just...
You just he's making fists over here. I'm like, am I safe in the studio? What's happening? You just see me right now, so you can't see him like making faces and whatnot. But when you get a chance,
here, let me go to the split screen.
There you go. Moving my head out of the way. Tim Lauder's saying howdy. Thanks, Tim, for joining. Glad you're here. Clearly, that's not for you. He's just having a rough start. Yeah. So if you guys get a chance, check out SolidStateRadio.net. Please support, like, and all that fun stuff. We also have Facebook pages for Don't Make This Weird. This My Brain podcast does not have one yet, do they?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so that too. And Survivor Girl podcast. Guitar Fridays doesn't.
What?
You just kind of come under the radar.
No, I just
you.
I come in true dumpster fire fashion. Just be like, here I am! Yay!
It is I. I want to give one shout out really quick. Very happy birthday to my very first best friend, my brother. I'm not going to get mushy on the show, but I want to give him a shout out and a happy birthday. I hope that he's having a great day. And, being miles apart, it's kind of hard sometimes, so we don't get to celebrate together as much. But when we get together, it's pretty cool because it's kind of like not missing out on any time. It's just a reunion. Really cool stuff. So with that, other than what happened before we got on the show, how is everything going? Do you want to talk about that? No. Okay, we don't need to. Adam's jumping in, saying, "Sup, coming in great tonight, guys. Thank you."
Thank you.
Thank you for that. We're glad. We also, like I said, have Twitch up and running as well, but we are glad that you guys are hanging out. Sometimes Twitch gets a little glitchy. Sometimes YouTube does, so pick your poison.
Go to
Tony.
Twitch so we can almost achieve our achievements.
Yeah, there we go. Almost achieve our participation awards.
Yeah.
But he runs Twitch, so if you guys comment over there, he will be taking care of that. I have YouTube hanging out, so if you guys are on YouTube, I will try my best to keep up with your comments as well. But it has been a crazy week. We're glad to be back here in the studio. Again, like I said, one of my favorite days of the week.
Right.
Thursdays are always one of my favorites, and I got to kind of take today off, but I had a lot of appointments. But we'll get to that.
Do you have an appointment?
I did have an appointment. I did have an appointment, and they kicked Adam out. They said, "Sir, are you here for an appointment?" He said, "No, I'm with her." "Sorry, we don't have any visitors right now. No visitor policy." I'm like, I'm not even here. Like, I'm not checked in, like, staying here. He's just...
Right.
Whatever. Moral support.
Yes.
But we'll get into that. So tell me, let's talk about your week first.
Okay.
Yeah, switch over to you, though, because you're prettier than me. There you go.
Does that work for everybody?
That works. There we go. Let's talk
My-
about your week. How have
my
you
week.
been, man?
Yeah,
My little buddy.
yeah. It's been a week.
Yeah, that's exciting.
No, it's
That's cool.
busy as usual. I mean, working with Nicole and Roxanne and whatnot.
Awesome.
Obviously, trying to get all of our schedules together because, well, it's the middle of the silly season and
It's hard to do.
family and appointments and what have you. Just schedule. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things that it becomes incredibly difficult during these seasons to sometimes
up.
come together physically
Very much so.
and work in the studio. But there's still that creative juices flowing and moving forward and getting stuff done. So
Very cool.
yeah. So
Two awesome ladies.
and I'm steadily trying to get the girls from the Harvest to come on the show because they're amazing.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, they totally just take care of me and my,
Your tea needs.
my Jessica needs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, your Jessica. Wait. Okay, I don't get to see you that often. Have you become a Jessica?
Oh hell no, fuck no.
All right. Oh, really quick, not to cut off your week. As exciting as
You
it's
keep
been.
doing that every fucking week.
You're welcome. I just wanted to say Benjamin Roberts is joining. He says hi, and then he said boo.
Boo.
I just wanted to make sure that wasn't like a bad boo, or if that was just like a boo. Hey, I got you. Okay, go back.
Jokes.
Go back to you.
I don't wanna.
I didn't mean to cut you. I'm a jerk.
No,
I'll work on it.
it's been a really cool week. I actually the funny part about it, this was Tuesday, I think it was.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep for shit. Well, then I figured out why at like 3 o'clock in the morning, because I had lyrics come to me, I had music come to me, and now I still have to find time to record it.
I know a guy.
Yeah, you know a guy.
I know a guy that has a studio. You're welcome.
Put me in touch.
Yeah. Put me in, coach.
Oh, hey, look, Roxy's over here.
Yeah,
I've been sleeping my week away. I'm all caught up, Tony. Watch out now.
Oh boy, she's got that energy.
So yeah, that's the gist of my week, and I know that I always go back to the statement. It's insane. It's crazy. I'm busy.
Mhm.
But that's what I do. I mean,
Right.
I'm here, there, and everywhere, and to go through the daily stuff that I do. I mean, cooking dinner for random people that just show up that I know.
Right.
And it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna go through and cook for 75 people.
Right. I just wait for like the candelabra to come out and be like, "Be our guest, be our guest." No, I just think like that.
I mean, I wear an apron because I don't want to get my shit dirty.
You do wear an apron. You're one of the guys that do actually wear an apron
Well-
when they cook. I haven't seen that.
You
It's
got to
impressive.
because I mean, like some of the shit that I cook just gets messy, and
True.
why would you want that shit like on your nice clothes when you're sitting down and entertaining?
Right.
So yeah, it's like, oh hey, cool, this food's amazing. You look like Snuffleupagus got caught in a grease fire.
Yeah, okay.
you don't.
I've never heard that one, but it's news to me. That's
Okay,
is
fine.
that a compliment or like
Well, I mean,
do you comb your hair with a wrench kind of thing?
that exactly like okay, Chewbacca trying to comb his hair with a wrench.
Right.
Yeah, did not. I mean, it's funny to look at, but you really don't want to take it home with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I gotcha.
yeah. See,
Okay.
see, we're on the same.
So
page.
that's what your week has been.
Roxanne, where's the beef? Yeah. Actually, I did make. Speaking of that, Emily, she brought some friends over and we threw some cards.
Nice.
I made a royal dish, bacon sausage from our local meat market here.
Good stuff.
And I cooked some purple sticky rice from the Country Bulk Food Store.
Yeah.
And then, of course, garlic because you can't have too much garlic
Right.
with all of that. And then being able to throw in my blend of herbs and spices and cook that down and let the herbs and spices sweat into the meat and the rice.
That just doesn't.
So fucking good, though.
Okay.
And then throwing it into like a wrap or soft taco type thing
Yeah.
with, tomato, onions, peppers,
All that good stuff.
all that amazing good stuff.
Sounds
for you.
really good. Like,
Yeah.
and it sounds fairly healthy.
Oh,
as
it's
well.
incredibly healthy.
Okay. It sounds. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of teeter totter with the bacon part of it because of grease and whatnot, but
No,
still, I like bacon, so it's
See,
not a horrible thing.
Here's the thing, though, is like when everybody cooks up their meat, they just let the grease sit in there. Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing is I drain all of mine out. You see me do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So as that stuff's being drained out, then you just have all of that stuff that's still left in there. So you're still gonna get fat content in your food, but I'm assuming more than lean fat as opposed to you're swimming in bacon grease from here to Gibraltar.
Right. There you go.
So,
There you
but
go.
yeah, I mean, you've had my food. Tons of people have had my food, and they're just like,
It's good
holy
stuff,
shit,
yeah.
this stuff's really healthy for you, and it tastes good. How the fuck do you pull that off?
Exactly.
So that's
Exactly.
ultimately where I always take my approach, and it's great because now I'm trying to swap recipes with the girls at the Harvest because they make a hell of a wrap. I'm just going to throw this out
Yeah.
here. BLT with some creamy sriracha mayonnaise, which is freaking amazing. And
Sounds good.
I'm not one for like I'm just going to punch you in the face with heat.
I love sriracha though.
I
It's good.
like full, robust flavors.
Right.
And that's what these girls do there. I'm like, okay, so I want the BLT. Well, I think I got somebody's order because I got a apple, chicken, bacon, ranch, lettuce, tomato, something else. I don't even know what the hell it was.
Yeah.
But, like, the girls made it.
Yeah.
And this shit was on point. I'm like,
Sounds
whatever the hell
nuts.
that was fucking amazing. Oh, and there was like walnuts, I think, in there.
It sounds not.
It was
good.
so good, though.
Weird. It's blown up over here. I
Oh,
already got
it's blowing up over here
had
too.
like a little blocker. on the
Irish
other
girl
end.
laughing says hi. Hi. What you got going on over there?
So my dad's joining in. Says hello, everybody. Daddy might catch 10. All right, yeah. All right, Dad. And then Tim Waters saying that's exciting. Music and lyrics, turn it up. And then there was somebody just like flooding with F's, and I blocked him. So you guys are welcome. Bye bye.
Paying F.
But yeah,
Punching F in the comments for respect.
yeah. So he's joining in, saying hello to everybody. That's awesome. Thanks, Dad, for the support and joining.
Yeah.
Hello, Irish girl laughing. Glad you're joining, and Roxanne and everybody else who is jumping in.
Yeah.
So yeah, sounds pretty interesting. Don't think I care for what you just said you had to eat though, but it's interesting having the different palate of. I don't like the savory and
Yeah, but see, that's the thing is it was the same
I don't know.
conversation with my tuna dip.
This is but I
No.
don't like the sweet and the.
Right,
I don't really care for like the fruit. And you like the raspberry vinaigrette and all that stuff in yours.
Oh, my
and
God.
I'm not a big fan of that myself.
And like the red wine vinaigrette.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't know. It's hard for me to mix that kind of stuff, and it's not that I wouldn't enjoy it if
Right.
I could. It's just not one of my things.
But no, when I was talking about the whole tuna dip thing, like everybody that I know absolutely despises tuna.
Right.
Like,
Then you make it.
but then I make it and they're like, wait a minute. What is this?
We have Adam threatening to punch people in the face over it, and that doesn't
I've seen
happen.
him throw elbows at people to defend the tuna dip, which is hilarious because I'm going, wait a minute, dude.
Yeah.
I can make more. Back off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was really literally ready to run out the house with the bowl.
Yeah.
Because everybody
Well,
was
shit,
trying to
him and
get-
Cindy were getting ready to
They
freaking
were.
WWE style
They
in the
were.
living room. And I'm like, wait
it
a
was
minute.
about to go down. And he does, and it's funny because he fishes, and he's just like, "Ugh,
Right.
I fish."
Right.
I mean, I fish too, and I'm also like, "Ugh, fish." But yeah. So.
Well, when the apocalypse happens in 2021, I know I can survive because both of you fish. The only thing
This
I
is true.
catch when I go fishing is a cold and maybe herpes. I don't know.
We could teach you. We could take you fishing.
Right. Yeah.
Not your no.
I mean, it wasn't until I was like 40 when I went fishing with my dad and realized just how much I hate fishing. And it's not like, there's not some sort of weird trauma or some crazy shit that happened when I was a kid. I'm just not a fan.
Right. Well,
What-
I mean, it's not for everybody.
I mean, you literally sit there and just go, "Whee, bloop,"
Right. But I guess like with Adam
the
and,
fuck?
and me, we pick out different lures and stuff. We don't fish with worms all the time. Like once in a while we'll do that, but we've got all kinds of different lures for different species and different things like that. So
Right.
you get into that and you start trying to figure out, ooh, well look at this, and then you try to figure out, well, what could I catch in this area? So you start to think of those different things. So it becomes a lot more than just
Yeah.
you know, but it's not for everybody. I was not a big outdoors person, and now I'm like, let's do this, you know.
Oh, I
so-
love the outdoors. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, if I'm going to go fishing, I'm not going to, you know, hopefully catch something to
right.
eat. I'm going to grab a stick of dynamite, chuck that bitch in, and be like,
my
all right,
God.
cool. We're going to eat for about a month.
Right. We're gonna do that like hole with the Mentos. Have you seen those
Yeah.
videos and the Coke and all these fish come out the
Yeah.
hole? I'm like,
Exactly.
is that humane? Like what's happening?
No, see, here's the issue that I have with that. It's not humane because they're an animal.
Right. I gotcha. Yeah.
Hello.
Right.
I mean, yes, you don't go around and intentionally be a dickhead to an animal.
No.
But if they are on the food chain that you're supposed to eat them,
Yeah.
what
I
difference does it
suppose.
make how you kill them? You're consuming them for
Anyway,
nourishment.
I gotcha. I got what you're saying. A couple things. Tim says food and music tasty, and my dad says happy birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So yeah, it sounds though that you've had a pretty cool week meeting up with people doing your thing.
You know, I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. Mine's been crazy, but
Well, talk about your week. What's your week been about?
well,
Shucks,
since
judge
you
me.
asked. No, honestly, it's been we're now in December, so it's the big push for everything with Bronner's. I mean, Christmas Wonderland can't. There's what else are you gonna do?
All
So
I can
people, we're
think
trying to
about-
push out ornaments as much as we can and get them sent out and whatnot. But what?
All I can think about every time you talk about Christmas Wonderland is seeing Will Ferrell running around going, Santa's coming!
Yeah, I totally get that. And I have been asked to be an elf one time there, and I'm just like,
How about no?
yeah, it goes along the lines of a no when they ask for like me to be an Oompa Loompa. Just because I'm 5'1" and a little bit rounder. not my
I'm
thing.
cool. I'm hip.
Right, I'm too cool and hip for that. Just no. Nobody wants to grow up and be like, yeah, I'm gonna play Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. I mean, I draw the line at that. That's where I'm at. But you know, we're busy trying to get everything out for people because a lot of online orders and things. You know, that's just kind of where we're at right now. What you got?
Apparently, Roxanne said you were an angry little elf.
I am sometimes. Sometimes you have to take the candy canes away from me after I make them into points because I'm dangerous.
Thug
It happens.
smash.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's been fun. You know, I know it's my 6th season, so it's not anything.
Wow,
new.
has it been 6 years?
It has been 6 years. They don't
Holy
count the first
shit.
one, so I'm technically my 5th year anniversary this year.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so that's been. I did like 14 hours on Wednesday, and it's just been it's been crazy. But I'm okay with it though. I'm okay
Right.
with it because I know that this is the end of it, and then after December, I'll be like,
Cricket.
Yeah.
Should be
You know
doing
what?
something.
now what, jerk off? What you doing? So, oh god, remind me. I got the story. I forgot. I gotta tell you guys. But so there's that, and then a great friend of ours got a hold of me
Nice.
and has asked if we could go around and bring some holiday cheer to Caro area.
Nice.
We did the Easter Bunny thing together. Miss Katie Wood Skelton, I'm giving you a shout out, my girl.
Shout out.
We're going to do something kind of similar to that, and Adam and I, we have to stuff Adam a lot because he is a really thin Santa Claus wannabe. He's got the eating the cookies down and all that, but we have to stuff him a little bit, and then we are going to actually drive around as Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
This is going to be interesting.
I'm excited about it though because you know a lot of things have been canceled and kids are not able to go and see
course.
Santa and whatnot. So we're excited to be able to be a part of that.
That's
So
cool.
I'm working at Bronner's. I'm going in at 7:30, getting out at 12, and then or 12:30 or 1 o'clock, and then
Right.
rushing back here, getting changed, and then meeting because it's going to be at 2:30 on the 19th. So
Nice.
So
Very
yeah, so
nice.
there's that going on, and then orders for Dragonfly Boutique, and just
Uh-huh.
it's crazy.
Yeah, don't you guys
It's
have like
crazy.
Ship Shawana coming back out?
No, actually, we canceled on. It was supposed to be this weekend, but
What?
they said that they're having a lot of cases in Indiana right now. And the first one, I didn't do horrible at it. I did pretty decent.
Right.
But by the time you put in the account, like spending money down there and
course.
doing everything, like I
course.
really didn't make anything. I didn't come
Right.
out. I think it's just because this year, just not a lot of people out and about. It was
Right.
pretty busy, but in the same sense, it was like, we weren't really feeling December, so we ended up canceling it and canceling going there for December, and got the refund for it and whatnot. So those that are still going to be there and hanging out,
Yeah.
cool. If they don't cancel, they were talking about it though. So
Yeah.
so it's just kind of that kind of thing. But there's all kinds of stuff though that you can. I was gonna mention too that Nichols Christmas light extravaganza starts tomorrow too.
Yeah, yeah, you sent me
Yeah.
the link for that.
Yeah, so there's that going to be happening as well. So if you guys are looking to take your kids to go do something that you're social distancing or whatever it is you're doing, it's
Right.
whatever. Everybody's different. That's something cool that you can go check out. And then we'll be doing the same thing if you guys kind of like a parade deal for the Mrs. Claus thing. So and
Nice.
Santa and Mrs. Claus. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening.
So Roxanne chimes in and says, "You must be from the South Pole." Father 269 100 says, "Hi everyone," and Roxy is giving the clappy clap.
Clappy clappy. Don't
Clappy
what?
clap.
Rodney is joining in over here on YouTube saying, "Hey kids, sorry I've been super busy. Have to check in. Welcome, Rodney. Rodney, one of our favorite sponsors.
He's one of our shameless hussies.
He is one. Want to give a shout out to him and his lovely wife Mary and
Yes.
the family. They have been doing a lot of stuff right now, going through some things, and the store is still up and running. He has been going crazy doing videos and different things and trying to get stuff for the store. Hometown Handmade is what I'm talking about. If you haven't been there, check it out. Lots
check
of
it out.
really 17 vendors that hang out there. They don't hang out, but they got their stuff there.
God.
Yeah, and it's growing. So it's all handmade in Michigan. I know if you guys have joined us before on previous podcast here, and don't make this weird, I do promote it a lot because I'm very proud of them. They've
Well, and they
really
are
done
one
a
of our
lot.
sponsors, so we got to.
They
pay the
are.
bills
They
for
are.
that.
Yeah, we gotta pay for that somehow.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's like a really beautiful store. Mary has outdone herself. Rodney pushes for all of us to get business in there because it's not just about their family. It's about everybody that they have in the family for Hometown Handmade. So
Right.
all kinds of really cool stuff. You can get customs made. I think the cutoff date for some of them have kind of made it there because Christmas there's just not time to get all of the stuff done and out. So.
No.
But there's a lot of stuff in the store that is already there.
Mhm.
Beautiful stuff. So if you guys get a chance to check that out, it is at 130 East 3rd Street, Emily City. That's Hometown Handmade, right next to Jalisco's Deli.
And since we're doing that, we might
Yeah.
as well give a shout out to our other sponsor.
Our other sponsor.
Well, yeah, you mentioned it last week. Stone Cottage
Oh,
Farms.
Stone Cottage Farm. Yeah,
That's
go ahead.
right.
Do it.
Ah, you
You
do. Stone Cottage Farms. They are on Facebook and they have an Etsy store. Go check them out. They have incredible goat soap that is amazing. So yeah, go show them some love over there. Give them a like, give them a share, and go order some soap. Like who
Yeah.
doesn't like soap? They have this coffee cinnamon that
Oh.
is top shelf.
That is the best.
Like legit. It's their best seller, and most of the time when you order it, they have some in stock, but
Mhm.
it goes really quickly. Since I'm a soap whore, because
Yeah.
hashtag illegal cheese for life.
I have a battle now between soaps because I love them very much, but
Yeah.
and I have a lot of their soap because I was stocking up. That I did. I did not do that with toilet paper, so don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Well, you don't need to use toilet paper if you have goat soap, because you can wash your crack.
Oh my god. So anyhow, dueling soaps. I have one
That's
from one of the makers at Hometown Handmade, Faye and Whimsy soap.
Nice.
It smells so good. So I fight between the coffee cinnamon and then that one. So I go back and forth, and they both are incredible actually. And they're cruelty free, vegan, all that good stuff. Well, Fan Whimsies is.
Yeah.
Stone Cottage is not. I mean, it's natural, but
Cruelty free. Of course, it's cruelty free.
that is
like,
cruelty
legit.
free, but not vegan, is what I'm saying.
Okay. So
But either way, good soap. It smells good. It works great. So, and the thing is too, our sponsors that we have
Yes.
are homemade. They're
yeah,
local.
support local, baby.
We're supporting local. If you know of anybody who would like to be a part of the show by sending us their information to put it out there and support them as well, we can do that.
And we'll make sure we'll push you to the front of the line so Rodney can shamelessly plug you too,
There we go.
since he is one of our shameless hussy when it comes to
We love Rodney.
marketing everything. So thank you, Rodney, for all your hard work.
We love
brother.
Rodney and
Yes.
we love Mary, and we're thankful for them and thankful for, like, again, for all of you guys hanging out with
Yeah.
us doing this thing. So thank you for listening to us talk about some of our favorite things and some of our favorite people. It's been a minute since we've had people on the show, so it's just kind of been Tony and I hanging out. We miss Chris dearly.
Speaking of that,
Hopefully we'll see him soon.
yeah,
you know.
poor bastard. Like literally, he's got a torn rotator cuff.
What did I say earlier?
Rototiller cuff.
Rotor potato.
Rotopotato.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even
that's it.
know some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth sometimes. It is what
Okay,
it
so
is.
apparently Irish girl laughing is serenading you because she said raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens.
Does she have a beautiful voice?
Oh God, she's got an incredible voice.
I've never heard. Okay, girl. I need to hear you sing. I do.
Now
I do.
she will completely disagree with me,
Okay.
but
Like we mostly all do.
Of course, you guys do.
We all disagree with Tony.
I give you.
It's the
you guys,
thing.
I give you guys the utmost props, and yet you still give me shit for it. But
I'm
no,
getting
she.
better at it.
I have a recording around here somewhere.
Oh,
I'm
she
sure
probably
she'd kill
killed
me.
you.
But no, she actually did what the hell was the damn song? It was an old jazz tune. It was great.
Ooh, I like jazz.
I'm telling you, she just fucking nailed it.
That's awesome.
Oh God.
If she gives permission, I do want to hear it.
She said you can play it for her.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
For me. For
Yeah,
me only.
for you only.
Ah, suckers. Santa
Yeah.
at Hometown Handmade on December 12th. Hey, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, Cry Me a River. That's what it was. Yeah, like the old jazz tune.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I
Cry
can't wait.
Me a
I'm
River.
excited I get to hear
Good
that.
shit.
Yes. Awesome. Cool. I love meeting people that have different talents, you know, whether
Mhm.
it's singing or playing music or writing music or just making things.
Oh yeah.
You know, we were kind of talking about this before the show.
Mhm.
There's been a lot of people just kind of like, oh, 2020. Blah, blah, blah. And I get it. I do get
Right,
it. I
right.
do get it. But I like to hear the good stuff, the silver lining. And maybe that's just like the old little hippie in me. I don't
Mhm.
know. Whatever. But I like to hear the good stuff because that keeps us all going. You know, seeing that silver lining, hearing that silver blah, 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 blah. Silver lining, folks.
Due to
Sorry
tripping
about
over
that.
her lips, Heather will be speaking in tongues tonight.
I will be. Enjoy. See, I don't mess up when I do the uppity voice. I'm like, oh, this is my co-host Tony. You like that? So yeah,
Go on.
go on.
So what
Yeah,
you're saying
I don't know.
is-
I don't get it.
she says, "I love silver linings."
There you
Well, and I
go.
mean, we were talking
really.
about that. Let me go to the dual shot real quick. We were talking about that before the show. Of, generally, and I've said this 1,000 times before. It's one of those things that if you are topside, and what I mean by topside is you're not 6 feet under.
Not top heavy.
Yeah, not top heavy. I mean, hey, if you're into that thing, cool, whatever. But no, if you're topside, it's generally a good day to celebrate. And let's
Agreed.
face it, we were talking before the show that, you've gotten closer with family.
Mm-hmm.
You've gotten
Absolutely.
closer with some friends,
Right.
and the priorities that you have been able to do because of like video chats and this, that, and
Right.
the other thing.
The difference.
You've rekindled a lot of relationships that were they were stretched real thin.
Yeah, I mean, and I get that, and we talked about that a little bit too, is because in life we got a lot of stuff that's going on. It does not help people when you are like, well, you never get a hold of me. It goes both ways, blah blah blah. Yes, it does. It does go both ways, but also, can we just celebrate the fact that we're all adults and life happens?
Well, you're all alive. I mean, here we are in December 2020.
Right.
And well, most of us are alive. So
Most of us,
the-
yes.
right.
Sorry to the, my heart goes out to the families that have lost people because it is a reality. People have lost people this
Right.
year. But,
I was going to refer to the fact that I have a little Dane brain image, so I mean, I guess you could call me partial, whatever. Like I'm part
brain
zombie, whatever. Shut up, go away.
Part- you know what?
What?
That makes me think about something.
What's that?
I've lost a lot of body parts. I just oddly that just came into my head. I just totally did a.
Well, I mean, technically, you've lost a whole
have.
person.
Yeah, I still got more to go.
No, I mean,
I went to an appointment today for this.
This you've lost a crackhead and a stripper, so.
Right? Proud of myself there. A crackhead and a stripper. Like, could we less toxic there?
What?
Like cinnamon
Hey,
and.
I'm sorry. If you're losing a
Hobo
crackhead
Joe?
and a stripper, that's a step up in
That
the
is
world.
that is pretty good. Like, I'm not saying that I'm not proud of that, but I got to thinking about it because I had an appointment with plastic surgeon today for
Yeah.
skin removal after the surgery because you know what, I want that done.
Duh.
But the thing is he asked me where I want to be, like what is my goal weight and whatever.
Yeah.
So I still have more to go, which I'm happy that he gave me that because now I have more stuff to work towards. And when I have
Yeah.
a goal, I'm pretty, relentless.
You're a lot more driven.
Yeah, I am definitely a lot more driven. But it was like, I was thankful that he was blunt about it because he's like, okay, where do you want to be?
Yeah.
What is your weight loss goal that you want to be at? Because we're not going to put you through a surgery if you
Right.
still have more to go yet. And I'm like,
Of course.
yes, I do still have, and this is my goal here. So he showed me, what the procedures and stuff would be. And,
Right.
he thinks that I am actually a good candidate for my insurance to cover it,
Nice.
which does not always happen. So we're hoping and keeping our fingers crossed that is something that does happen because we got to talking about stuff. And, I've kind of talked a little bit about it on Survivor Girl and then a little bit here too.
Right.
Back in, he was asking me like my history with my weight and whatnot. And I explained to him in 8th grade, I was already 208 pounds
Right.
at 5'1". That's crazy on somebody that's smaller and whatnot. And
Right.
he's like, well, what do you feel has happened? And, I was talking with, PCOS and obviously not good choices with food because, cravings and whatnot, whatever.
Yeah.
It was interesting to talk to him about that. And he's just like, wow, you've come so far. He was like, you are definitely a good candidate. You're mentally, stable for it. You are
Right.
positive and ready to go. So I look at that kind of stuff, but I just got to think of it when you said that. I was like, wow, I've lost some body parts. It's like a strange thing to think of, but yeah, it's like, oh, it's crazy how your body can function without some of these things,
Irish girl just chimes in and said, "Part?" ? And then she said, "Go, girl." So apparently, there's like a high five on the other side of the screen.
I mean, it's interesting because there has been a lot of people that have been able to do without surgery. That was just the path that I decided to go on, and
Right.
It helped me out a lot. It saved my life. I feel, I was
Oh, yeah.
pretty unhealthy, and one of my family members was able to lose 100 pounds on her own, and I'm just
Wow.
like, hell yeah, that's awesome. So I give props to how everybody, people that can lose it on their own or whatever it is that you're doing. It's not easy to do surgery either. So,
She blew you a kiss.
aw.
Well,
Thank
and that's the
you.
thing is, you and I, even at the beginning of our friendship, we continually talked about healthy lifestyle
Mhm.
choices and how
Yep.
difficult sometimes it is to get into making those into a habit.
Right. And those are not easy conversations to have sometimes.
No.
Especially with somebody who has been overweight their whole life and just
Right.
devastated over, I would do so good for so long, and then all of a sudden something like I would get into depression or something else would
Yeah.
happen, and I'd just fall right back into my old ways.
Yep.
And I'm no stranger to that. It's just been a pattern throughout my whole life, and even with surgery, through the things that we've been going through as well,
Yeah.
I've gained a little bit of the weight back too. So I'm not saying that I am perfect by any means. However, I have that goal now, and I'm like, you son of a bitch, you're gonna be mine. So I'm excited about that, and I'm thankful though that I was
Right.
able to go and have that appointment today. So, got some stuff over here.
Before you do that,
Okay.
Irish girl laughing said, "Oh my God, preach!" So apparently, like
Did you get it?
You're talking some gospel there.
Totally get like they understand. Like it's I like to be able to talk to people like that understand it, but I also like the fact. Okay, here's another thing. I'm going to go on a little tangent.
It's
I
becoming
ran
a Survivor Girl snippet.
I know, sorry.
No, it's good,
I
it's
ran
good.
into somebody though that had lost weight, and they are so judgmental
Yeah.
towards people that are overweight after they have lost weight. Like they're better than other people, and I can't stand that.
Don't be a dick.
You know, not everybody has it figured out. Not everybody understands or knows how to navigate food choices in their body and
Right.
what it takes to lose weight. So when I come across that, honestly, I want to punch him in the face
Right up
because
your ditty.
because I am definitely against bullies. I can't stand it.
Well, yeah.
I love people.
Right.
I am kind and good to people. But if you're a bully, I want to take you out.
I will bully the shit out of you.
Oh, I can't stand it. So seeing something like that, I'm just like, are you serious?
You got the gospel choir going over here singing the hallelujahs.
And I get it. They understand. So, okay, I'm going to move off that Survivor Girl subject of the week. Survivor. It's because I haven't done a show in a minute.
Survivor Girl Spotlight on
Yeah,
That's
Survivor
weird.
Girl. Thanks, guys, for listening. It's right here. So Rodney is chiming in over here. He's
Yes.
got a lot of really cool stuff. I'm gonna talk a little bit about
You
this
do
with
that.
him. Rodney says, by the way, Family Building Store website marketing applied for school and got hired as an insurance agent today. Onwards and upwards. Congratulations. That's awesome. Also, 12 Days of Christmas coming soon in mystery boxes at Hometown Handmade.
What?
Yeah.
Talk about kicking the door off of the hinge, kicking ass, and leaving a footprint.
And then Rodney said, Stone Cottage Farms coming to Hometown Handmade soon? ? Hell yes.
Yes, that shit needs to happen.
That would be an awesome addition to the store because they are very awesome people.
Yes,
So.
make that happen.
So yeah, and then the best part about that is too, while we're still on this subject, so I don't jump over to something else because I'm very good at that.
Squirrel!
One of the good things though is that at Hometown Handmade, one of the best things is they do not try to put like items. So if somebody else wants to come in and is doing something similar to say
Right.
what I do, they won't let them come into the store.
Right.
So that's really cool. And then they talk to you and ask first too. Is that cool? So they have Faye and Whimsy soap, and if they were to bring in them, they're totally different soaps. So
Oh, totally.
I think that's pretty awesome of what they do. So don't forget to catch Santa at Hometown Handmade on the 12th, if you guys are looking. And then the Holly Jolly Joyride through Caro with Santa and Mrs. Claus is on the 19th at 2:30.
Will there be strippers?
No. Damn. Probably me afterward because I'm going to have snow pants and all kinds of fun stuff on.
Throw Adam in and you got your deal.
I do want to say because you mentioned strippers, I was looking for Mrs. Claus costumes today, and I don't know if you've seen my post on my Facebook. Kid friendly, if you know where to find those. Kid friendly Mrs. Claus, because it was all like lingerie and stuff, and I'm like,
it's fucking great. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
take my money, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. Not yet. Just okay. Add to cart, save for later. But I'm looking for
I can
kid
see
friendly.
this shit now.
Kid friendly.
You got a stripper pole in the back of the truck.
It's like candy lane. It's candy cane like swirl and stuff. Yeah. No, that's not. No, but I was just like,
Y'all give it up for Mrs. Claus.
that's Cinnamon, Mrs. Cinnamon Claus. Yeah. No, that's. It was interesting though. Like looking, I was just like, I did not type in like slutty Mrs. Claus costume. I was just like Mrs. Claus costume, and I'm thinking, yeah, this should be no problem. I'm gonna find something super easy, and I did find a lot of stuff that was super easy, but not the costume. It was like, that's not. So I bet you people were like, so that's
But you
what-
can rent it for $3.99 a minute.
Yeah. Start talking like this. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so apparently Irish Girl Laughing is definitely bouncing on Santa's lap.
Candy cane in the gingerbread house. I get it. Save for later in the cart. No, just kidding. Anyway.
Who
Oh,
knew that Christmas would be just an absolute debaucherous time?
Right.
I
Yeah, I'm probably like beat red right now. But anyway,
Yeah.
I am totally stoked about being Mrs. Claus appropriately. Yeah.
Yeah, we both know, and I'm gonna go to me. We both know that when you're done with the Jolly Joyride around town, you and Adam are totally gonna be doing Jolly Joyride at home with Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
First,
Worldwide.
let me check and make sure that Katie's not listening because that suit is being loaned, and that would be inappropriate. All of the time would be inappropriate. Oh my God, I don't even know if Adam's still listening, but he'll chime in, I'm sure.
So, Irish girl laughing said, I thought those were icicles.
Whoa. I thought so too. Interesting.
Stalactites, right?
Right. Right. The North Poles. That's what that.
Yeah, it's snowballs.
So yeah. Oh, this also brings me to
Yes.
the other day at work. I remember I gave you a call on my lunch, and I was talking to you about the slip up at work. That was totally innocent. It was innocent.
Okay, so we're totally going to just you on the camera.
Innocent. Let me tell you.
She's not innocent, folks.
So I had got a. We have people at work that look over ornaments to make sure that they look good before they get shipped out to people.
Right.
Make sure that I'm not putting Turdy instead of Trudy.
Yeah.
That somebody else is not putting Booby instead of Bobby. I mean,
Apparently, he's a
They're-
happy elf. so-
they are on their they are on their game. You know,
Ricky
making sure
Booby.
Ricky Booby. They're on their game, doing making sure that we're not screwing up and that everything looks good before they send it out. You know, the finished product. And I had gotten one back, and I forgot to put a name. It was a stack of gifts, which is not my favorite ornament. I'll just say that.
No.
And one of my coworkers came back and said, "Did you get any redos?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got one back." And she's like, "I meant for me." And I said, "Apparently, I left Jack off." And I said it so loud, and her eyes about bugged out of her head because here I am. You know, anybody that knows Bronner's knows that they are a Christian company, and she just was like, I could literally see her face go under her mask, and it was great. It was so great, and everybody else, we've been there and working so many hours. Like I was totally being innocent about it, but just the way I said it, I'm like, oh yeah, I
No,
can
you
see why you were.
Keep
your
in
eyes were
mind,
bulging out.
keep in mind, folks, that this show was made. Don't make this name. Don't make this weird. And Heather is the one that actually thought of this show name. So, yeah, she said "jack off" at a Christian establishment, and made shit incredibly awkward for all of the Susans
No.
and
They,
Karens.
they
and, you know,
laughed their asses off.
Of course they
They
did.
thought it was great.
Yeah, that's right. And then you
So
always-
I'm funny at work now.
That's right.
I'm the funny kid at work now.
Yeah, make sure you stand up on the table and
Mm-hmm.
do your stand-up routine and be like, "So this bitch."
So let me tell you about. Yeah. No.
So your Irish girl is truly laughing.
Good. I'm making you laugh. That's great. I'm proud. I sometimes have some zingers, and sometimes it's a.
Yeah.
No. What are you talking about?
We're just gonna give you a mic from now on and let you talk.
Just let me
Like
do-
so.
So I says to the guy, "Eat a bag of dicks." I'm so mature tonight. What is happening?
That's right. That's right.
That's fine. It's fine.
So yeah, it's like dipping a Wookiee in bacon grease.
I pictured like a tiny Wookiee though, like not.
Oh, so not like.
Chewbacca. But like a
More like a-
little Wookiee dipped in bacon grease and then like stuck to the ceiling.
That's disgusting.
I have not had enough sleep.
Yeah,
It
see,
shows.
What is wrong?
shows.
Where do you come up with this shit?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Like I have, partial Dame brain image, so I'm okay with that. But yet, I come up with shit, and people just go, "Wow, you really had to go there, didn't you?"
I did. There. You know what? I'm not apologizing for how weird I am. You are not going to make me feel bad tonight.
I'm not asking for an apology. I'm simply saying people give me the stink eye, and you're the one that starts it.
There's a difference, though. Like I try not to make like weird
Oh, you
all
totally
the
do.
time.
Oh, you do.
I'm okay with that. I've kind of learned to just embrace it and just be like, you are a weird little weirdo, and I'm just like,
Yeah, you know.
yes, I am. As
Different
I talk
strokes
to
for different
myself,
folks,
and
but
you
it's
know,
okay.
just
Hey,
whatever.
sometimes you need expert advice. That's why I talk to myself.
I
Yes,
say
yeah.
that a lot when people
That's
are
right.
just like,
Yeah.
did you really just ask yourself that question? Yeah,
Totally
yes,
did.
I did. I did.
You
I am secure in my mental abilities,
I'm not.
capabilities.
I'm not. I,
Something like that.
I should not be allowed to walk around in public.
Yeah, but you do.
Jokes on
Yeah,
them.
yeah, but there you are, just walking all over the public.
So apparently, Irish Girl Laughing said, "Weird is awesome," and there's probably a flag for that.
Probably.
Probably.
Freak flag, is that what it is? Like,
I mean, maybe. What? Now, here's a question:
Yeah.
What is the color of a freak flag? I don't know what color that is. 'Cause
I
they-
don't think that there is a specific color.
There's
think it
gotta
just,
be, 'cause
It's
they,
got to
like-
be like your aura color.
Right,
Like what?
but see, that's the thing is they have colors for all kinds of flags. There's got to be a freak flag
Right.
color.
Right.
You know, because there's 15 million different designs for country flags and
There is.
gay
I
pride
think
flags and
There's
you
all
know,
kinds of there's all kinds of
Right.
Oh, you brought up that.
Yeah.
Sorry. My brain just jumped.
Wee,
Can
squirrel.
I just go with it?
Will you be
You-
my friend, Doug?
I'm not trying to be this is not me trying to be like controversial or anything, but
Yeah.
you mentioned
Yes.
the gay pride flag and everything. I just seen that yep, the one that plays
Ah.
Vanya on Umbrella Academy came out.
Oh,
as-
Ellen
as-
Page.
as
Yeah.
now as Elliot Page and is a transgender male, and they are actually because not that I was like, oh, okay, whatever, like
Right.
weird about it or anything. I was like, okay, good, whatever, be you, be happy, whatever.
Right.
But I was just like, oh, how's that going to work with the character? Well, they answered that right away.
Of course.
They are still going to keep them playing that character. So
Right.
I'm like, okay, cool.
So
thanks.
apparently, Irish Girl said glitter bish.
All over. I have some all over the place. But yeah.
That's her flag. Glitter bish.
Oh, yeah.
Glitter bish
I like
is her
it.
flag.
I like it a lot. I do. Yeah. It's so, I segued in. I didn't even
Yeah.
segue. I just jumped,
Yep.
hop, skipped, and
Yeah, I saw that. You know,
yeah. I'm just like, you know what? Be you.
Yeah.
If that makes you happy and that's how you feel comfortable, then do your thing. I'm not I don't want to judge people.
I don't
I
judge people.
don't.
I legit just go, okay, I really don't want to read that. So I just scroll past it like everything else. I don't care.
Then there you go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, good on you that you were just like, okay, I'm just going to keep moving on.
Right.
I think if more people did that, there'd be less.
The issue that I
Bullshit.
have, and I'm not going to get political, but it's just an understanding I wish more people had, that you have to remember, and Leon is infamous for quoting this,
Mhm.
that your rights end at the tip of my nose, just like my rights end at the tip of your nose.
Right.
So, respectfully, don't be a dick to me.
Right.
I won't be a dick to you.
Exactly. I mean, really, honestly, that's kind of where I'm at with everything. It's just
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna if you're gonna love me for me,
Right.
I'm gonna love you for you.
Right.
As long as you are not a total.
Twat waffle.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for adding that edit in there. It kind of felt like that's what it was. Like the
Yeah.
Chinese.
We should totally do that.
That would be fun.
Just
That would
like
be-
add, just talk, and yet another person's voice comes out for the radio edit version.
That'd be interesting.
Like,
Tim, I'm gonna go to YouTube.
Do you?
Tim is saying I make good brownies. I love brownies.
Are they special
Are
brownies?
they special? They might be. And Rodney says, "Mama sent your paycheck to you."
Whoa! Look at that.
Yeah, I got paid.
Giggity.
I got paid for my cleaning gig too.
Making it rain up in
Yeah, I
here.
was trying not to, because my boss has been out and sick with with Corona, unfortunately.
Irish Girl Laughing said she'll do the voiceover.
That would be fun. I've heard that she does incredible ones.
Oh my god.
I want her to read my book when I publish it.
Legit. Like, I did some voice recording of her when she was doing some couple of audiobook series.
Yeah.
And she did a bunch of them for informational stuff.
Yeah.
And then she did a bunch of test stuff, pre-production
Mhm.
for an actual book that was adult erotica or some shit like
Oh,
that.
cool.
And holy cow.
was good.
Incredible.
Pronunciation. That's where I struggle.
Exactly.
So it will never be read by the author. No. Unless it's like Mad Libs or something. My home created Mad Libs. And now, home created Mad Libs by Heather Edgington, read by the author.
Right.
Author. It's by the author.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Now you're English and Cockney.
in the Cockney. Yeah. See, I could do all kinds of that stuff, but yeah, no.
So it's getting hot in here.
In here.
Yeah, right.
See, that's how it would be if I read my own book.
She actually went through it here, spelled it out for
Yeah,
here.
nice.
That's great.
Nice. But yeah, I've been talking about that too. I am super excited to hear more of your book or read more of your book, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And in January, I've decided that I'm just going to bite the bullet and start writing Reaching Destiny because
Good shit.
I have to do it. Can you take it off the camera for me for a minute?
And now
One of my pieces of hair was in my... Anyway.
Return to our regular dysfunction.
We're back. And we're back. No, I decided that in January when I have more time, I mean, not only am I going to keep on going forward with Dragonfly Boutique and whatnot, but I wanted to start writing. I am horrible at punctuation and all of the grammar.
Just free write.
But
Don't even worry about that.
I want to write, and I've had somebody else look at my writing before and completely made it not sound like me.
Right.
I get it, if I'm not good at all of the punctuation and stuff like that, but when it turns out to not even sound like your story,
Yeah.
I was like,
Like there's just certain vernaculars.
I'm just like,
there's certain vernaculars that you
right. I mean, there's certain things, the way that I write and whatnot. So I'm just like,
Well, and that's what's funny.
You know.
Like the book that I'm working on, it's one of those things where I'm not forcing it. I'm literally just letting it flow.
yeah,
I mean, for 20 minutes, I was like, "Brrrr," and I wrote 3.5 pages, I think it was.
that's awesome.
And was like, well, I mean, and that's the thing. I wasn't focused on punctuation. I wasn't focused on, capital letters. I just let my fingers do the thing.
Yeah.
And apparently, Irish Girl said, I'll edit.
That would be amazing. Seriously, that would be amazing.
So, yeah, there's that.
I love to write, but when you want to do something and you have that passion for it, but honestly, I don't want you to pull your hair out if you do decide to edit for me because I'm being honest, I am not good at that part of it. But I really do want to get this book out, but I can't stand in my own way about it anymore. I can't do that anymore because it has to be done.
She says, do it. I want an autograph copy.
You would definitely, for sure. I got little goosebumps. Why is that happening?
Oh,
Good
God.
stuff. It's
Right.
good stuff. But, so I'm tired of standing in my own way anymore and letting that kind of self-sabotage talk.
She says, I got you.
I appreciate that. I really do want to do this and get it done.
Right.
I figure if I can do 12 or 14 hours painting on bulbs, I can definitely put my ass in a chair and do work for myself.
Absolutely.
And I love my job. I've talked about that. I've said it over and over. But if I have that kind of dedication for somebody else, I definitely need to have that dedication for myself.
Right.
So that's kind of where I'm at. Oh, Rodney is signing off. Sorry. Flip it over here. Rodney says, okay, love you guys. Back to work. So, Rodney, before you go, if you haven't left yet, when he gets the website up and running so that you guys are able to purchase stuff without having to travel to Hometown Handmade, we will share that with everybody. So that's cool.
Nice.
But again, that's another thing that's kind of happened this year.
Okay.
Is learning not to. I've grown a lot to not stand in my own way.
Yeah.
But at this point in time, too, I've come to the realization that one day at a time is definitely a good thing to move forward, even if it's one little step each day. But at least I'm moving.
Right.
And before I would get in my way completely and just not.
Irish Girl said you deserve to dedicate that time to your soul.
That is another thing, too. It's funny that you mentioned that because I was talking to somebody at work about just finding the things that are good for your soul.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the past, it's been worrying about what you're not getting done for others, and it's like, no. No, I'm good. So I appreciate when people, come along and are like, yeah, I'll help you out with that, or I'll do, whatever I can help with that, because that takes time from them doing things for their soul.
What?
You know what I mean?
And it's always nice when you do something and then you have someone else take a look at it. Not so much to validate it, but to kind of look at it through a different lens to where it's edited. To where, obviously the typical grammar stuff, spelling, punctuation, this, that, and the other thing. Make sure you're not duplicating the words.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
4 thes and you only needed 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
But, also understanding, the sentence structure. And if you're talking with dialogue, that writes and reads totally different from actual written word in the context of a paragraph. And that's what I hated about reading like Mark Twain, because he actually wrote with dialects.
Yeah.
And, once you got how the flow was, it was great. Because like Huck Finn, all of those books that he wrote during that time period was great because it was, there's the satire element to it.
Right.
And it was great once you got the dialect of how, because then the story starts coming alive and you start talking in character parts, which is amazing.
Yeah. I you bring that up and I'm smiling about it because when I read books, sometimes I will picture different like actors.
Yeah, absolutely.
And think of how that, like, okay, if this was made into a movie, this is who I would see as the character. And it's kind of interesting, but not always do I picture famous people, but it's pretty interesting. I can't remember what movie it was that was made from a book. And I was like, these are all the wrong actors. This ain't right. That's not who I seen as that character at all.
Right.
But I enjoy books. I really do, and I never used to. I never used to because when I was younger, I'd fall asleep every time I try reading.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep.
But I just like with any craft or anything, like I have such a different respect for people that take a chance and do the things like these kind of things where it's like, ooh, I'm nervous, but they did it, and then like they've sold so many copies, or they've done, some of the stories of people that were standing in their own way and then finally decided to just jump out.
Yep.
They're incredible.
Jensen's hero.
Yeah, I love her. I got a message or email today from her, and it was like,
nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, and I think that's one of the things that is incredibly fun when you discover or rediscover something you thoroughly enjoy doing, like reading, because the more you do it, the better you get at it. And I mean, I'm, 48 or 49 books in this year that I've read. And I will get to that 52 book mark. So, 52 weeks in a year.
I'm not making that.
Damn it, I'm
going to
do it.
No, I'm excited.
I'm looking
for
forward
you.
to it.
I really am. Like, I'm on the side going, go. Like Arsenio Hall thing. Yeah.
What? And that's the thing is I want to get to that point because it's a sense of accomplishment for me that I read a book a week.
Right.
And, that's the thing is sometimes I take on really thick books. Other times I take on, what was it? The one that's over there behind you, The Politics of Humanism.
You're right.
And, obviously, my boy Jason Garwood sent me a bunch of those books that his newest book, which I freaking love. I'm only 2 chapters in because I'm trying to finish another book before I get into that one.
Yeah.
But, that's the thing is I'll read 10 books at a time.
I do the same thing. It's horrible.
And
I mean, it's awesome because, if you can keep up with that kind of thing. But in the same sense, I'm like, oh. So I'll be reading, like, I've got probably about 15 started right now. And then it's like, oh, there's Barnes & Noble. There's books in there.
Yes, books.
I need another one.
Yes,
No.
Yes.
There's a sale. No, stop it.
Right.
Get away from there.
Amazon.
Fine. I will just go over to the craft store then. These little debates that I have, and then I'm just like, why not both?
Por qué no las dos?
Right, exactly. Exactly. I never say it right, so I'm glad that you filled in there.
Yes.
But I got something over here.
What you got? Go ahead.
On YouTube.
Irish Girl Laughing says books are life.
They are. The smell. Remind me in just a second. Tim says, it was cool meeting Tony, shared his flame, and I got a spark. Guitar is fun.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
He actually chimed into Guitar Fridays, which is awesome.
Oh, cool.
And apparently, the general consensus of me playing Last Guitar Friday was I was lighting shit on fire and just blowing shit out because I was like, all right, cool, because it was pissing me off
Yeah.
that I was having issues with the feed.
Yeah,
'Cause it
I
kept-
jumped in for a little bit there.
It kept being delayed, and then I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna play my guitar. I don't give a shit.
Just gonna do it.
And it was crazy because from that point forward, everybody's like, "Holy fuck, you're tearing it up!"
Yeah, it was
keep
fun.
doing what you're doing.
I love when you tear up the blues and stuff and just get a little
Yeah.
bit funky with everything. It's like, yeah.
Well, and you've
That's
made
good.
tons of notes in the fact that, I'm one of those people that just really make it come alive
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of people because they're just like, okay, yeah, the blues, whatever, And then we do it live, and they're like, holy shit, that was badass.
That is just that's my soul.
Yeah,
It's-
absolutely.
I want to write it, but I've never actually
Right.
really. I mean, I think the closest thing was 30 seconds
What-
when you and I
right.
wrote that.
Such a great
I
tune.
think that was the closest thing that I had to it, which is interesting because actually Ian had reached out to me.
Yeah.
And, I was like, yeah, it's kind of been crazy. He talked a little bit about the kayak that Adam gave him and stuff. And we got to talking about getting together and writing music and stuff. And it was kind of funny because I'm like, after my season, because right now it's just nuts. And he's like, yeah, I feel it. So I'm like, in January, we need to get together and
Right.
start writing again.
Right.
And he's like, okay, yes, we will do that. And I was like, all right, it's set in stone.
Nice.
And then we both at the same time chimed in and typed. That's a good name for a song.
Nice.
So we're already just like, all right,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
do this. So, but I was gonna mention something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I seen freaking Facebook ads that pop up or whatever, videos on the side. But they were talking about this chocolatier that makes a chocolate that smells like old books.
What?
Yeah, would you eat that?
I'm not a fan of eating old books, so probably not.
I understand
it's a texture
that,
thing.
but also though it's kind of like I kind of want to try it. Like,
Oh, I'll try it.
what is this?
You know me, I'll
But
try anything.
I'm weird like that though,
Yeah.
because like we had this talk earlier when
Of
you were
course.
talking about like these incredible salads that you make and things, and I'm just like, would you just put feta in with raspberries and like
Oh, fuck yeah.
mango salsa?
I'm also one
You
of
know.
those crazy people that will make some fucking bomb-ass scrambled eggs,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll do like a honey strawberry like slurry thing, and put that in there, and like it
You lost
sounds
me.
seriously like
You lost me at slurry thing.
it sounds like you're just eating vomit, but it's not. It tastes so freaking like Candy was like, I don't know, maybe that's gonna be a hard pass, and I'm like, just try it.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, I am open for some of it, but
Yeah.
then some I'm just like,
Right.
I don't know. But that's an interesting thing, and chocolate lovers alike with book lovers, like,
Oh yeah.
would you try it? Would that, I think about these kind of things, and one of my big things too is there's a lot of people that are
Right.
I don't like chocolate. I'm like, say you don't like cheese, and I can't trust you.
Well,
Tell me you don't like chocolate and cheese, and
to give someone a shout out, and our girls at the Harvest, Cindy actually makes incredible chocolate. So she's been spoiling the girls there.
Oh,
of
cool.
Making like literally everything out of chocolate. She made shot glasses.
chocolate shot glasses.
It was fucking crazy. She's like, she put cocoa in it and like whatever, and I'm like,
What if I just like?
but
Now
no,
I'm thinking.
like
What if I put mini marshmallows into the hot chocolate shot glass and then drop it in like a car bomb?
sure, yeah,
Hot chocolate.
it'll be an Alabama car bomb.
It'd be
no, it'll be a North Pole car bomb.
Yeah, with some mint on top.
Yes,
It's down.
I have chocolate mint.
Gosh dang it! I
got.
gotta lose weight so I can get my skin off me.
So
Damn it.
Irish Girl Alex says Tony tears that shit up. I'm assuming she was talking about the guitar thing. So,
Maybe.
but
Maybe
no,
not.
that
I'm
see
just
that's the
kidding.
problem. I eat in moderation,
Right.
but I also like if I see something I want to tear the shit up, I'm eating the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Like one of my most guilty pleasures is bed pizza.
Bed pizza.
Like legit.
I've heard of this this wonderful bed pizza.
Bed
I've heard.
pizza is top shelf.
I've heard this before. So like, is this?
So
Yeah, like,
you literally just like order delivery pizza,
Yeah.
get
They-
it, and then you eat it in bed while watching a movie.
sounds good. That
It's
sounds like a good weekend.
Fucking
Or-
amazing.
Okay, that sounds like a good weekend. We'll take 12 pizzas.
Yes, exactly.
Add the
Yes,
sauce
you have to
extra.
do that. No, I don't encourage eating just pizza all in one weekend. You will die come Sunday.
Yeah, probably. Get the good old
But no,
gut
like
bloat and
yeah.
turd balls.
Exactly.
Don't want to talk about that one. Anyway.
No, seriously, bed pizza is amazing, and if you haven't tried it, you have to try it because, like, whether you're Netflix and chilling by yourself or you have a significant other,
Someone chilling with you.
yeah, seriously, like bed pizza, it's fucking amazing.
I will take your word for it after I get down to the weight that I need to be with. Then after that, we're slamming pizza in bed.
All right, Irish Girl says yes, sir, best pizza ever.
Bed
So
pizza.
obviously,
There was I can't remember what movie it was, but there was a movie they would always get this cake
yes,
after they would have their their good times.
brown chicken, brown
Yeah,
cow.
there we go. Like I'm not adult enough. After they
Do their thing.
like really just you're an adult, Heather. Just say after they get done.
After they done fucking.
There we go. Thank you. So I can't remember what movie it was, but it was like always a thing afterward. They would get this cake, and I don't know. I think it was like Julia Stiles and maybe Heath Ledger. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know where that came from. Bed pizza, bed cake,
sure.
bed brownies.
It's funny seeing the playback of you doing the whole.
There you go. You got another one coming at ya.
And here it comes.
Oh, fucking mature. It's awesome.
Oh, of course. I gotta
But
watch
yeah,
it. There it is.
that's great.
I love watching the playback of you sometimes just because of the mannerisms of
I
the
make
face.
such goofy faces.
It is hilarious to watch the playback.
I'm not even hurt by it. I'm just like, whatever. The only time that I'm not a huge fan of the facial expressions that I make is when
Yes.
the video is just like, and that's what it's stuck on. I'm like, are you kidding me, YouTube? Could you have picked a worse face? It's like when you're a kid
Yes.
and your parents like, if you don't stop making that face, someone's gonna slap you and it's gonna stay forever. And I'm just
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
you weren't lying.
that's the
There it
thumbnail.
is.
Thank you, YouTube.
That's my legacy right there, stuck on YouTube.
Well, what really sucks is when you try to change the thumbnail.
Yeah.
And it won't change. Oh, when you do change
life.
it, it still stays stuck on it when you
Yeah.
save it.
Fun stuff.
Tech issues, they fucking suck.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah. We've been watching. Okay, so I stayed home. I think it was Tuesday.
Wow.
I stayed home. Didn't let anybody know because I just needed a day to chill the hell out.
Right.
So we ended up. We got this murder mystery game. Like it's no, listen. It's like Clue
Murder
on-
porn, the home game version.
Right. It's like Clue on steroids, like cooler than Clue. But you're not trying to figure out if it was, with a candlestick or what. Anyway, so
It
it
was the
comes.
butler.
It's cold case files or whatever, and it actually has like the envelopes with evidence and different stuff in it, and like the interviews with the cops and all the different things. And it was kind of interesting because we were going along and doing really good, and then towards the end, I was just like, "Why do you have to look at that again? Like, we've already been over this. We know it's not this guy." Like, it was funny. I'm like, "Oh my god!" So we're sitting there and we're like, "Okay, we got to figure this out. We got to
course.
find this killer." We got the guy that was already accused of the murder. He was not he was not the person, so we got that done.
Yeah.
So there's like different objectives that you have to do, and it was actually pretty cool. Only thing is, I think it was like $30 to get the game. It's just we don't go to the movies or any of that stuff right now, so I was like,
Right.
let's do this,
Right.
So I'm like, all right, so we solved it. So we're actually sending it off to give it to somebody else to play now to solve the mystery.
Nice.
But it's just like, why not? It's
That's the way it
it's
was.
not gonna look as cool, but
That's the way it was with Pandemic, the game.
I seen that. Really? Do we need to solve that
Yeah.
because we're not doing a good job right now?
You do, and I mean it's funny
Yeah.
too because like it gets a little out of hand. But
Yeah.
if you that's the thing is you have to work together as a team. If you don't, you're not going to win.
You're not gonna.
So
and it's so funny because like I played that game countless times and beat it. I want to say 3 out of the 4 times that I played. Because the first time I played it, yeah, I didn't do shit. And then when I got the concept of it, I'm like, oh, okay, got this.
Yep,
Let's do this.
kind of gives me flashbacks to you have died of dysentery.
Well, and that's the
What?
thing. Pandemic is intentionally made up for you to fail because you have to work together as a team. It's a really cool team building exercise.
So I'd be at the end like, do we really need this vaccination that we don't know what it's gonna do? Zombies tomorrow. I'm talking about the game, folks. Talking about the game.
Right.
But you know, it's just it was fun though because we stayed at home and just made I made a pancake breakfast, gluten free, and all that fun jazz. And then we just hung out and watched. We are in the series In the Dark right now on Netflix, and it is really damn good. Have you seen any of it?
No, my borrowed
Sorry, I did that.
Netflix subscription went away.
Ah, poop. Poop. But yeah, it's actually there's two. I had him check yesterday. I'm like, how many episodes are there of this? Is there more seasons?
Right.
So there are 2 seasons on Netflix right now, and it is actually really good. It's did I talk about this last time? I can't remember. Sometimes it just kind of.
It all blurs together.
But she is actually blind. She wasn't blind her whole entire life, and I felt like such an asshole because we're watching this show, and there's a girl on there, and I'm like, she doesn't really like. She's always looking at the person. Is that not like they're not supposed to, right? She is legit blind in real life, but the actress is not, and I'm like, wow, I am a jerk.
Way to go.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Don't assume my handicap, jerk.
Right. So, but we were watching this, and it's just like,
Yeah.
damn it, one after another. I'm like, I need to go to bed. I'm working a million hours. Like, I need to go to bed. But it's that one of those things, like when you get stuck into these series.
Yeah.
And I always say, oh, I don't want to watch a movie because I'm going to be stuck watching this movie for 3 hours. Netflix.
Days.
Netflix
later.
is like, are you still here?
Yeah.
Are you still watching this? And I'm like,
Don't judge me, Netflix.
it is way over what a movie would have been. Your Netflix logic is like, really? Really? So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Yeah.
Oh, these facial expressions are great to watch on the playback.
I kind of feel like I could probably be a good sign language interpreter.
No.
I've been watching the other lady, and her faces are like not picking on her, but I'm just saying, like, I could.
To me, it's one of those
Maybe.
things. I swear to God, it's like what's the dude's name? Jeff that does all of the puppets and shit. What the fuck's his name? Jeff.
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham. Yeah.
Dunham.
Dunham.
Right.
But no, I swear to God, that's what they're doing. They're not signing what this person's saying. They're just making up a bunch of hand
I don't
gestures
think
and
so.
shit.
I don't think that's the truth.
So, like, all the deaf people watching television because you can't close caption sign language are going, what the fuck are they saying? Because I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
Okay.
Like,
well,
straight out of Dunham. Seriously.
to be fair,
Yes.
people that are hearing impaired are very, very smart and very intelligent.
Well,
and
of course
are
they
like,
are. They just
they would be
they
like-
don't have one sense.
They'd be like, she's no.
But that's what I'm
It's
saying.
not.
Because I don't speak American Sign Language.
I
and
would love to learn
Me
it.
too,
But
but-
I feel like I would totally not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, straight out of.
I wouldn't advance to the next class. They'd be like,
I mean, to
this
me,
is-
it's like a cross between sending out smoke signals and a Three Stooges routine, you know?
I don't think that I could do it. I give props though to the people that do. And then like anytime you ever like tune in when they're doing any
Yeah.
of these things, people are like, "Where's her mask at?" It's like she's got to make her facial expressions and things for people to be able to see. Whatever, people.
Right.
I love people. I love them.
There's a lot of stupid people out there.
This is the truth.
And if you've not laughed at your stupid person today, go do that. Share
if
the
you
joy.
haven't laughed at your designated stupid person, try to find one and do that today.
Hey, honey bunny. My daughter just poked her head in the studio here, so
I love that girl.
she's awesome.
Lexi is joining in. Lexi White. She says, "Hey guys, love the hair, Heather. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank I did it today.
This girl is on fire.
I didn't put a hat on. I was like, I should try to lady, like half lady.
What is lady you speak of?
Well, so remember we've talked about this.
No.
I either go full out and I try to lady,
Yeah.
or I look homeless, or
No,
comfortable.
I
like,
look homeless.
comfortable.
Look. This is
Yeah,
a
who
weak,
does your beard?
Stone Cottage Farms.
Oh, you soap and lather.
Yeah,
and
I
just-
soap and leather. No, look at
Take
this.
the
Like,
thing.
look. This is a week and a half of growth.
You're far
I
over.
look
There you
like
go.
a homeless person. So yeah.
Not making. I feel like I'm just like making fun of people today. Like, what am I doing?
You know,
here?
I don't care. It's called Don't Make This Weird.
I'm just like, I'm not judging.
it's my
people.
show.
I'm not judging people. I'm trying to be a better person and do what's good for my soul. Look at that dumbass. Like, really? What is happening?
Irish girl laughing says, "Gotta love a redhead."
Thanks. This is I've not
Yeah.
really ventured into the redheaded hair club until recently. And I'm liking it. Usually I go blonde.
Now, if you're talking the '80s, then it's Aquanet for women.
That shit would stay in a Texas tornado.
Yeah,
That's
you
all
know,
I'm saying.
there is no such thing in the '80s, and anybody that has lived through that shit can testify this, or can attest to this.
Testify.
Yeah, testify. Yeah, there's no such thing as too much Aquanet.
I believe this.
Because that shit was
I
insane.
do believe this. And it just made me think of I still believe. Like on freaking Lost Boys when he's doing the sax. There was a meme that I seen the other day. It was like, who thought that this would be a great thing to put in the movie? It's like
That's right.
the chicks dug it. They
Yeah.
were like, oh yeah, look at the guy blowing the
Well,
sax.
I mean, hey, look at Chicago Jimmy, our
Yeah.
very own Chicago Jimmy. When that man blows the sax, I want to fuck him.
the sax man.
Yeah, he's a saxy man.
He's a sax. I knew it was coming. I knew as soon as I said sax man, you were like, he's a sexy man.
We are the why. We are the why. There's a hole in the ozone layer. Aquanet.
Uh-huh. If you didn't have that's why I don't have much hair up top anymore.
Really?
I am suspicious. Did you use Aquanet?
Come on. I'm a child of the fucking '80s. Of course I did.
Yeah. Too many perms to the dome.
Well, no, that's the funny part about it. Is like when I was growing up, just my hair, for whatever reason, when I started growing it out, it felt like someone just changed their oil in my hair.
Oh my gosh.
And this is after
What?
I just washed it. So it was.
Did
just-
you use a lot of conditioner though?
No.
Really?
No. Like, I honestly didn't learn about proper hair condition
Right.
until like 2 years into actually starting to grow my hair out.
Well, I didn't learn it either until like more recent that a lot of women don't wash their hair all the time.
No.
They use dry shampoo and stuff. And I'm like,
That's bad.
I washed my hair every day.
Yeah.
Like every single day. And then, you go to red and it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of red still coming out of my hair. Like, what? I don't
But
think
no.
Brad Mondo would be happy about this.
Yeah, whatever. But the best part about learning how to properly take care of hair, and it's
Yeah.
been a minute because I've been bald for, 20-some years now. You got to make sure that shit stays on point. Because
Yeah.
if you're stimulating the follicles and so on and so forth, I think that's the issue, that I stimulated too many follicles.
Too many. You were too up in those follicles, my friend.
But
Too
no,
friendly with the follicles.
actually, I did find out why the male pattern baldness is running rampant through our family.
Okay.
Because there's a certain type of testosterone that is being produced in my system
Yeah.
that not only makes the hair grow, but it also stifles the follicle
Oh, okay.
because it's an overload of testosterone.
That's the same thing with polycystic ovarian syndrome for women that have that. And that's kind of part of some of my issues, hair issues.
Yeah. The laughing girl says
laughing
Sigs and laugh at Brad Mondo.
He would totally be like, "You put dye on your roots."
Right.
He would know.
Yeah.
He'd be pissed.
I actually watched Hot Ones
like
today with First We Feast. I watched the one with Daniel Radcliffe,
Okay.
and then I watched the.
I don't think I've seen
it's so
this. Is it on YouTube or what?
Yeah. Hot Ones is amazing. And then I
Mhm.
watched the one with Gordon Ramsay.
Okay. Remember me showing you the little Ramsey?
Yeah.
That was he like picks up the sandwich that his mom made and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" I told you. And that's why you're sad, Sharon. Like he's like yelling at it's just this little pint-sized Gordon Ramsay like I've been waiting here for 5 hours. And he's just like, this is why your restaurant is failing. That's why it's shit. It's not a very good impression, but that's little Ramsay is hilarious if you get a chance. But anyway, you were watching that and
No, it was just
I would die.
it was funny to see his response
Yeah.
because like he was doing freaking lemons, he was doing limes, he was doing lime juice, he was doing lemon. Like he cut a donut and ate that thing to offset the heat because you do it with the sweet,
Oh, yeah.
right? You know, simple chemistry. But it was just funny to see him just like not having a good time at all because he's bitching about how there's no meat on the chicken wings.
Of course. But I hear that he's actually really good with kids.
Oh, he
He
is.
does like programs with
Yeah.
kids and stuff.
Well, and what was it? The Young Chef series that he put out.
Mhm.
He's like, I'm, there's no mommy and there's no daddying. I'm gonna
like
call
honest.
you out on your shit,
Yeah.
but it'll be the best damn experience because you're gonna grow and
Right.
actually cook something amazing.
That's cool. Like that is cool, and I think that's too much of what a lot of things that are happening in
Right.
the world right now is that they do everything with kid gloves on and everything, and it's like.
Yeah, fuck that.
But I have heard though that he is really good with kids,
Well, and I mean that's the
which
thing.
is odd because he wants to make grown men cry in corners.
Well, that's because they're too much of a bitch and they can't handle actually cooking. Because when you look at some of the mistakes that
Yeah.
they have made.
Right.
If you're a 2-star chef and you're making those kind of mistakes, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. I mean, I get that. Have you ever watched some of the ones where he's trying to save restaurants and he's just like
Yeah. Oh yeah, he actually talked
in
about
the-
that. He's like, so how is it tartar sauce is tata manages to stay in a cooler for 3 years and you're still using it?
Oh, no, they did not.
Yeah, that was actually he was talking about one of the shows, and the guy that's actually hosting Hot Ones was like, "What the fuck?"
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes me nervous to eat at places. Just
but see, that's the thing that's why I say support local, so you know
Right.
what the fuck is in your food.
this is true. Like you get the franchises and stuff, and I'm not trying to point fingers, but you don't know like what the protocol is with those. A lot of the mom and pop restaurants and things. It's like some of them I'm like,
Well, here's the thing: your local mom and pop places, and if you know them and you have a rapport with them,
yeah,
they're not going to serve you shitty food.
true.
And if they're anything about being a decent human being, they're going to stay as close as they can to the whole health code stuff
Yeah,
so they
Because
can
they
stay
wanna
open
stay
and make
open.
money.
yeah. It was kind of sad. I seen that our one of our main diners in town is actually closed down. The Starbright for sale and everything. It's like
That
we're,
broke my
we're gonna
heart.
see that more often though, unfortunately, and it's sad.
That
it's
broke
super
my heart because
sad.
that place was amazing. I ate there once a week.
It was amazing. They had some really good food. I mean, and even like the owner would come out and say hi to everybody.
Yeah,
and
he'd
whatnot,
like
so-
come sit at your booth and be like, "Hey, how's the food?
Hey, how's the food? How's it going?
My
Like,
waitress is treating you okay?" Like he was
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, so that's really sad. But they were also a little bit up in their age too. So maybe it was just like,
R.I.P.
we'll take our
Starbright.
time. Yes, exactly. But guys, it is that time.
Is it that
Unfortunately,
time?
it is that time, and I'm gonna pull a long shift tomorrow, so I'm gonna need to try
Gross.
to get some sleep after I watch some In the Dark on Netflix. It's gonna happen. But I'm so thankful that you guys have come and hang out. I love when you guys do the commentary. We both really love that
Hell
you
yeah.
guys join in on the conversation and hang out with us. Just very thankful for that. It does very, very, very good for my soul to be able to come hang out and do the show with you. Get to
Absolutely.
hang out with the people that like, subscribe, and share our stuff. I mean, they are really what help put us forward.
Yeah.
Also, again, a shout out to SolidStateRadio.net. Without them, we wouldn't be re-aired and heard without our faces being shown because
With tons and tons of people. And I mean, it's
Yeah.
great because they, and I've not got any feedback from them, but Sean and Adam have given us, great feedback of saying
Yeah.
that all of our shows that we're producing, they're in rotation and people like hearing them. So
It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Like I never expected to be on radio and doing these kind of things. So again, it's that whole jumping out of the way, getting out of your own way, and moving forward with stuff. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the week and into the weekend. Whatever it is that you guys are doing, I hope that you're able to do the good stuff for your soul. There's a little bit of Survivor Girl
Yay.
again for you. Again, just thanks guys for hanging out with us, joining us, and
Yep.
I guess that's it. It's
Well,
over.
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you have all the notifications highlighted so you're not missing a single episode of the shenanigans that we do. Punch that like button right in the mouth so that way you're telling Twitch or YouTube or Facebook, hey, you like our stuff.
Yeah.
So that way you can keep getting our stuff when we do go live.
And remember, guys, keep it weird. We'll see you guys next Thursday at 8. Have a great weekend.